Welcome to the release of Rethinking Community, a program of We the World. I'm Callum, the creator of this program. I use they or he pronouns and I live on the traditional lands of the Munsee Lenape up in northwest New Jersey. I am transgender, queer, and disabled. Rethinking Community looks to promote well-being through inter-community support, a place for community members to remove the mask that society has forced them to wear in order to fit in and prosper in society. We are working towards a society where people no longer feel forced to conform to cisgender, heterosexual, abled, or white norms, for no one to be silenced. We work directly with community members to raise their voices and power. We think community fosters education through partnership with allies to come together to fight injustice, inequality, and ignorance. I started with We the World in April of 2020 as the human rights coordinator. Coming up with a project idea wasn't easy. There were so many human rights issues to pick from, I couldn't really narrow it down. And then I realized I didn't have to, and that's how Rethinking Community was born. Although the LGBTQ plus, BIPOC, and disabled communities face different types of oppression, they're all historically and currently underrepresented populations in the US. And for those who may not know, LGBTQ plus stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, and the plus acknowledges all the other identities that can fall under that. And BIPOC stands for Black, Indigenous, People of Color. It is used more recently and increasingly instead of POC to acknowledge the different lived experiences of Black, Indigenous, and people of color. With the program details figured out, I began building a team in February 2021. It's hard to express how heartwarming it was to receive dozens of volunteer applications within the first week of posting a volunteer match. Applicants were eager to support these communities and belong to one or more of these communities themselves. We now have an amazing team of blog writers and editors, social media posters, web designers, developers, and co-managers. Without these amazing individuals, this release would not be happening today. So what makes us different from other organizations? First, we want to get to know everyone who interacts with our program. Volunteers, partners, social media followers, event guests, and more. We want to know who they are, what brought them to Rethink Community, and how we can personally support them. Second, Rethinking Community is truly for the people, by the people. Almost all of our team is a member of one or more of our three communities that we serve. We are adamant that our future projects involve these communities and how it may affect them. All input from community members on how to adjust and grow our thinking community to serve them is taken seriously. Third, a lot of programs work for communities, but do not focus on the work being done in these communities as the backbone of their program. Rethinking Community is built on hearing personal experiences through our blog and events. We help promote LGBTQ+, BIPOC, and disabled artists, businesses, and organizations on our social media and website. Our team and myself will work to attend community events and take notes so we know how to add and grow to our program. And through all these methods of our blog, events, attending outside events, and partnering with other organizations and individuals, we hope to take what we learn to adapt within community to serve the communities in the ways they really need to be served. And lastly, we do as we ask others to do. Rethinking Community personally supports our three communities. I've already mentioned many ways we do this, like putting personal experiences on the top of our list, involving our communities and decisions and program goals, and promoting artists, businesses, and organizations to the public. Our future projects will be based on community input so that we can provide a more equitable resources to everyone. And I want to take a second to read a quote by Coretta Scott King. The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members. This quote explains why Rethink Community is working to support the LGBTQ plus, BIPOC, and disabled communities. Individuals and groups in these communities are already doing amazing work to empower and support each other, and we want to make sure those voices are being heard. So, what do we do and how do we do it? First, as I've been saying, we hear from community members. Our blog and events allow the public to hear personal experiences and important topics of conversation. We also are going to support projects for community development. Over the upcoming months, we'll be releasing projects that support community areas of need based on what individuals and groups in those three communities are saying is needed. And we build partnerships, partnering with other organizations and individuals to grow the array of accessible resources that serve our three communities. And you might be wondering, why is a program like this needed? There are about 131 million BIPOC folks in the United States. In the adult population, there are 14 to 18 million LGBTQ plus and 61 to 85 million folks with disabilities. Together, these communities make up 207 to 235 million people out of the 328 million people in the total population. That means combined, BIPOC, LGBTQ plus, and disabled folks make up 63 to 72% of the population. Yet every day, these communities face racism, ableism, transphobia, homophobia, and more. They are harassed, belittled, and even murdered. A program that brings these experiences to the forefront and collaborates directly with these communities to build projects of support is needed, and Rethinking Community is that program. And as I mentioned, as we begin to grow, we're going to be releasing numerous projects that fit under our three communities. And these categories include policy and advocacy, where we can support and develop policy and advocacy that truly serves our communities and benefits them. Having change agent networks, community-led projects locally that work directly with our three communities and our programs and projects made by members within those communities. And third, community groups, safe spaces for all three of the communities to socialize, network, and collaborate. Now I want to introduce you to some of the amazing team behind Rethinking Community. To preface the introduction to the team, I want to start with the classic quote, "Teamwork makes the dream work." This quote summarizes the Rethinking Community team well. Team members take initiative to meet goals of their program area. They bring new ideas to me to help the program grow, and they support one another every step of the way. And you'll see some of our team members. This is only a small amount. We have many more, and we keep getting more applications each week, which is amazing. Kimura is one of our co-managers. Joanne is web and visual design. Jonas is a web developer. JJ is a blog editor. Amber is social media. And Annie is also a blog editor. And in addition to our program launching in general, I'm happy to say that our website is officially releasing today too. While the team is still adding material, it is ready for the public. The website has been worked on for the last few weeks by an amazing team. What you saw before is Joanne and Jonas. And they've created a website that's more than I could have ever hoped for, and I'm grateful for their help. When you go to rethinkingcommunity.com, you'll see a blog where we'll be adding pieces written by community members about personal experiences, current events, and opinion pieces. Our homepage will showcase numerous artists, businesses, and organizations rotating each month. You'll be able to easily find more about the artist, business, or organization by hovering over the photo and clicking on the hyperlink to access their webpage. You can also sign up to be a volunteer, donate, or partner with us. Soon, you'll also be able to sign up for our newsletter. We always welcome messages, and you can reach us on our contact page. I would like to note that we plan to add accessibility tools to make our website more user-friendly for everyone. Please let us know if there is a certain website tool that would make it easier for you to navigate our site. Our social media team has been hard at work building our social media platforms. I particularly like to thank Emily for the work she has been doing. She's been doing awesome graphic design, and all the businesses, artists, and organizations you see on our Instagram being promoted is thanks to her reaching out to different partners to help promote them. So we'd appreciate it if you could go and follow our Instagram, which is at Rethinking Community, and Twitter, which is at Rethinking.com. And there you can like, share, and comment on our post. Our parent organization is hosting the 11 Days of Global Unity right now, and we're thankful to be a part of such a major event. Today, we're going to be holding 3 other events from our How to Be an Ally to the LGBTQ plus community. At 4 p.m., we'll be hosting How to Be an Ally to Transgender and Non-Binary Identities. At 5 p.m., you can tune in for How to Be an Ally to Aromantic and Asexual Identities. At 6 p.m., How to Be an Ally to Pan and Bi-Attracted Identities. And those are all in Eastern Standard Time. All of the events can be seen at facebook.com/the week campaign. They will not be on the Zoom line as this one is. So you might be wondering how you can best support Rethinking Community. First, you can volunteer. We have no time commitment or age limit for our volunteers. Myself or a co-manager will work with your interests and skills to see how you can best volunteer with us in a way that makes you happy. You can also donate to our Give Butter link, which is givebutter.com/rethinking community, or text rethinking space community to 202-858-1233. Any amount helps, and if you can't donate, please share the word instead. We are excited to start building our partnership network. You can find a partnership form on our website, and once you fill it out, someone on our team will contact you to discuss the details. We are looking to partner with any individuals or groups that serve our 3 communities who can collaborate with on our events, projects, and social media. If you have an idea how we can partner, let us know on the partner form. So I threw a lot of information out tonight. So let me summarize what Rethinking Community is. As the name mentions, it's a community. It's to connect LGBTQ+, BIPOC, and disabled folks so that they can socialize, network, and collaborate. And it's to support these communities, making sure that everyone's voices are heard and empowering all communities. Lastly, it's to educate. Via intra and inter-community education, we can build a better world for all. Before we end, I want to put some important links on the screen. I'm going to leave the screen up for a few seconds as I copy these links into the chat. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in this evening. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email info@rethinkingcommunity.com or visit our website at rethinkingcommunity.com.